Welcome back to Fire Only. Last episode we unlocked our dailies and we discussed how to build Ben bigger. Today we're gonna continue on the story and unlock the Hollow Zero mode for the weekly resets. And I want to do my standard banner catch-up pulls because I've been racking up quite a few of those. It's been a few days since my last recording. I did do my dailies in between, but obviously the rewards aren't very good yet because we haven't done the proxy rank up yet. We're still the first proxy rank. It's going to be one of the goals of today to level up quickly and actually get to a decent rank so our daily rewards are a little bit better and we can progress more quickly on building our characters. I was quietly progressing through the story until we reached this train, which I'm pretty sure was meant to move earlier, but it ended up having a pretty funny visual glitch. And as we continue to fight, you can still see the bugged train there in the background. Fortunately, the bugged train did not stop us from progressing through this mission, and we were able to continue as normal. We then proceeded to have our first proper boss fight.
This one won't go down easily.
The first phase went down easily. We only took one hit. On the second phase we took a few more hits than necessary, but of course the boss doesn't deal that much damage and we were never in any risk of dying. And with one final stun, Ben was able to take down the Dead End Butcher rather easily. With that we complete another story chapter. At this point we unlock a bunch of pretty important features such as discs as well as skill upgrade material. And we also unlock Hollow Zero, but I did not realize that just yet. So I ended up continuing on with the story. This is also the point where we've progressed through the story enough to unlock the Reputation rank up mission by talking to Shepard. Now, of course, we'll be doing this rank up mission with only Ben. We have the additional challenges of doing this mission within 5 minutes. This is completely optional because there are 0 rewards attached to it, but we'll see if we can make it work. The first 2 phases went down without much of a fight.
I've detected a highly dangerous target. Notorious
The Armored Hottie was going to give me a little bit more trouble. This enemy takes reduced damage because of his armor, which you can break by either dealing some amount of damage or by doing defensive assists, which I cannot do because I only have one character. So it was going to take me a little bit more time.
The killer is unstoppable! Try this! The end of the law! It's authorized personnel only!
I was surprised to see that Ben by himself was able to beat the stage within 3.5 minutes. I went on to unlock disc sets. If you've seen my previous video, you know what disc sets are good and that these recommendations are very bad. I'm going to equip the Shockstar Disco set that the game gave us for Anby. This is not what you want to run on Ben, but it's all we have for now and a little bit of extra days doesn't hurt. Chapter 2. I wonder who we're gonna meet here.
We're almost there. Our president is just ahead. Maybe
Oh, hi Ben. we proceed to fight the heavy machinery with some small hiccups along the way.
I'll take it. A work site is just like a battlefield.
Better not get stuck.
Okay, we have to restart. The difficulty here is that Grace has a evasive assist, and the flashes, the yellow flashes for defensive assists and evasive assists are the same, and it's impossible to tell which one is which at which time, besides knowing which enemies have what kind of attacks. The rest of this main story chapter will have to wait for now, because this is the point where I realized I already unlocked the Hollow Zero mode, so I changed course to go do that. I said hi to Ray, who I hope gets a little bit more love in the game at some point. Yeah, we're forced to use the trial team. I'm gonna play DPS Astrael. I proceeded to listen to Astrael sing for about 10 minutes. Okay, that was a sudden big hit of damage. After that was done, we unlocked the weekly resetting Hollow Zero, where we get to use trial characters.
Is the concert starting?
We have actual Evelyn here.
Time for
Play
some
that
hard
with
labor.
Ben.
Precision strike.
Hollow Zero was no issue at all.
Final warning.
A work site is just like a battlefield.
Securing the perimeter.
After we were done with Hollow Zero, I wanted to do these missions which are based on the holo gear you can get for different characters. Now, obviously these are not all fire characters, but by my own rules I'm allowed to play stages if it means polychrome, which applies here. Now the nice thing about these stages is they give a lot of EXP, 600 for low activity and another 600 for high activity. This will let us level up very quickly, and if you're doing some kind of speed run, I highly recommend doing these as quickly as possible. I find Jane's Hollow Zero kit still kind of confusing because she has a very long wind-up animation for a character that really prefers to have a lot of dodges, at least when you play her with her W engine.
Let's make this quick.
What's interesting is when Hollow Zero first got this gear, people were speculating that also the A ranks were gonna get buffed at some point, because when Ellen got her buff, it was based on her holo gear. And even though A ranks nowadays are not very good, the developers never got around to actually bringing Hollow Zero gear into their base kit. I don't know if that's ever coming,
it does seem like they've slowed down a bit with the amount of hollow gear and the amount of buffs they're giving to A ranks. In general, we don't get a lot of A ranks. I think the last one was Anato, which is a while back. I do hope that Season 3 gets a couple. I think 2 A ranks per season is probably fair. And this is Ellen, and Ellen ended up having her Hollow Zero gear added to her base kit. It seemed to be an improvement, but at the same time, it didn't do quite enough. You know, look at how strong she is, the current meta.
Get back.
Yanagi's Hollow Zero kit feels very modern. That she has a parry on her EX special that gives you something. And it also has hold attacks that kind of play themselves.
My blade.
The unfortunate part about Miyabi's gameplay in Hollow Zero gear is that it's pretty much the exact same. Where you're just going to be holding your basic attack the entire time, or as frequently as possible.
It's over.
Okay, we did all of these frontline patrols and we went from level 25 all the way to level 28.
I think at this point I want to focus on reaching level 30, which I believe that is when we unlock the next rank up. See where we can find this. We need to do Path of the Proxy, which I'm not sure when that unlocks, but we do need to reach level 30. I think the best way moving forward is to just focus on the main story.
The morning air is like a soothing melody, truly unforgettable.
Oh, it looks like we're forced to do the disc sets here.
What a perfect mix.
If we get anything damage.
Time for some hard labor.
But we can equip these. Oh, we got a second Ben. Nice. Gonna give us a damage reduction for enemies, which is not, it's not damage what we're looking for. Ben Bigger's landscapes just really are not worth talking about.
How can I help?
Proceed with the recovery.
One of the things we can do is we can check character details and see how they use the build. And it's, strangely enough, not the one they recommend in game. In game, I believe they recommend 4-piece of this, and then a 2-piece energy regen, I think. But this is different. It's still not the right set. This is the right set on Kaleda.
Doesn't today's situation feel kind of familiar?
Oh, you mean that time in grade school?
Oh, we have to redo the entire thing. That's unfortunate. I swapped backwards, but apparently Ben was still on field, which is odd. He was definitely not on field anymore. The late is so much faster than Ben. I really like it when Shaw has like the little login event thingy. He always greets us in such a cheery way. We reached the second boss in the main story. This time we were going to be using trial characters, but of course we were not allowed to use Anton, so it was just going to be Ben and Kaleda. The first stage was no problem.
Try this! Just try me! Try this!
This is all mine!
Rule violations won't be tolerated!
The second stage went easily as well.
One more time!
And the final stage,
Can't clock out yet!
I'm barely doing damage in this stage.
Try this! Hey, hey, hey!
They were not meant to be dealing damage.
We're done for.
Even if corrupted, our Billabong machinery will never give in!
That's another chapter complete. After Billabong, we got to do the story featuring Qingyu and Shuyan. This is officially our first time in Luminous Square.
Seems like I can't help you there.
Just try me! Hey, hey, hey! End of the line!
These enemies are annoying because they walk away faster than Ben can catch up to them.
I'll take it! End of the line! Stand behind the yellow line!
The enemy is fire resistant, so that's gonna be a little bit difficult.
End of the line!
Well, not difficult, but it's gonna take some extra time. If this is the last quest we'll need to do to reach level 60. Or level 30, I mean. Level 6 is so a long way away. Still a very fun cutscene. These kinds of investigation missions don't work well without TV mode, because not much is left to the imagination. Previously you'd fill in a lot of the gaps, but you can no longer do that, and you can just tell that there's a passageway behind a box.
Take them down and retrieve the...
That's level 30. Okay, it's time for the rank up mission. I'm going to assume it's not going to be fire resistant. Even then, I think we'll be fine.
Try this!
Oh, well, this enemy is fire resistant, that's unfortunate. That took a while.
Try this!
And this enemy is also fire resistant, this is a problem. This enemy is even
Stand behind
more
the
annoying to
yellow
deal
line.
with because of the shield that I cannot break unless I stun.
End of the line! End of the line! I'll take it! End of the line! Stand behind the yellow line! Try this! End of the line!
And this enemy is also fire resistant. What's the challenge? Oh, to do it in 3.5. But this is also the difference between Zenless Zone Zero and a game like Honkai Star Rail. Even if you have nowhere near the amount of damage you need to be beating these stages in a timely fashion, it ultimately doesn't matter, because as long as you stay alive, you'll get through it.
End of the line!
that changes for endgame, because obviously for endgame there's a hard cut on how long you can take. But for these stages it's usually just an optional challenge to do it within a certain amount of time. That sure took us a while. Almost twice as long as even the 2-star mission. Well, we've got our promotion. I'm trying to think what I can best do, because I might have... Yeah, I have these materials and those are good to use. I tend to forget to use them. Yeah, we have enough for that as well. Perfect. After leveling up Ben and his W engine, I decided to focus on skills. The first time we did this stage it took 3 minutes. I then went on to get some fire chips.
Try me! Try this! You should have worn a hard hat!
I then proceeded by leveling up his skills, which increased some multipliers from 40% to 60%. We went back to the stage we did before.
I think without burn it kills. Went from almost 3 minutes to just over 2. Certainly an improvement. All that's left for today is to do our standard banner pools. I save it up. Everything that is redeemable. There's 30 here. Then we also have pools from Internaut. Another 10. The standard banner. What do we want? Obviously we want the fire characters. That would be Lucy, Ben and Manato for the A ranks. For the S ranks we're obviously looking for Soldier 11 or Kaleda. Or for W engines, the Brimstone, no fire gears would be the best 2. Weeping Cradle wouldn't be the worst, neither would Steel Cushion, but Steel Cushion wouldn't be good. Fusion Compiler and the Restraint I don't think I can use anywhere. We have 20% off still. It's only 1 A rank. That's unfortunate. Puzzle Sphere. It's not a good W engine. The Rupture W engine that pretty much nobody wants. So this is the guaranteed S rank.
It's a pleasure to
Rena.
finally meet you. Headmaid Rena, at your service.
We're not going to be able to use Rena. Let's hope for something else then. Even just an A rank would do. Not a good W engine to get, because that is a craftable one. It's not a bad W engine to get as an early game player. And because it is craftable, you don't want any of the other ones.
Need my help? We're all friends. No need to be so formal.
That's welcome. Hello, Manato. Technically we got a W engine for him, that is Rupture. It's not his best. That means we can build Manato now. We have 2 characters to play. And we get 4 A ranks. Okay. We can
Let me make this
make
clear.
up for
If they
bad
mess
luck.
with you, they mess
Yeah,
with
sure,
me.
I'll take it. That is the defense HP 8%. It's what you'd use on Zhao as a free-to-play, but that's the only character that can use it.
Can someone like
Corin,
me really manage?
not for me, and
What
Piper.
can this little old trucker do for ya?
Well, we got Minato. I think M1. I think M2 is his first important one. After that, it's M6. Cool.
Welcome.
Those were the Lost Maples. I'll leave Minato to next episode. If you've made it this far, consider subscribing so you don't miss out on my future videos.